Okay.
Hey y'all, welcome to a new episode of TYRA Talk. I'm here with Matti Baybee and I'm Tylee. And so I want to know, what have you been doing during the quarantine? How have you been maintaining? What has your life changed a lot, or is it just kind of the same besides being able to go outside how you want
to? Now it's been quarantine been kind of like it's been kind of the same because I really don't go nowhere. I don't really leave the house anyway. I spend a lot of time in the house because I record myself. I do everything myself basically when it comes down to the music. So
So
a lot of time in the house anyway. So it's kind of the same for me. But it is what's different about it is I'm not alone. I usually, be at home by myself, but not people here with me and stuff, so it's kind of a little distracting. But it's everything still cool.
when you say you do everything on your own when it comes to the music, so do you mean the beats, or you just mean like as far as writing and picking the beat or producing? And can you kind of explain that to me?
I ain't got as far as the making the beats yet. I was trying to do that. I ain't really tried, but that's been on my mind to do. But that ain't easy. So
I was listening to your last mixtape, and it sounded like you have one person or like a couple main people that you go to for beats, because I heard the same tag on a lot of the songs on Certified.
Yeah, I got not to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's
I got like I've been doing it's been a while now too. It's been like a couple years since I started doing this. I started it I think like 2015 or 2015. What year did I drop? What year that came out? 2015 year. Like 2015, I started doing projects, working with just one producer, the whole project. So one producer just produced the whole thing. And I started doing that because just to just putting a mixtape together, I felt like that was more creative because when you working with just one producer, every producer got their own sound. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So instead of me saying, I want this beat from this kind of sound and beat from him or this, you know what I'm saying? I get all that from one person. You know what I mean? Just
kind of creating the vibe.
Just create. That's all I be trying to do. I do this music stuff to create. I don't really that's why I don't really do songs with people and be, features and all that type of stuff. People be telling me that, they want to see me do songs with this person, but I'm not really in it for that. So that don't really be my.
Are you saying you don't do songs with other people because you want to be able to have full control of creativity, or are you just kind of more secluded in that way, like you just kind of just off on your own?
It's kind of like both. It's kind of like both because I'm real like hands on when I'm making music, and again I have like, if I have an idea, I want to put it on their hat. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want nobody coming in and,
That's how I am too. Like, they little opinions and little ideas.
Yeah.
It's good. I am how I am, and I want it how I want it. It's not going to feel the same. Even if your idea is good, it's like, it's not what I pictured.
Right, exactly. Like, I really don't even be like, I just start kind of like getting like used to like accepting little lines and stuff from people when I'm in the studio, like say this or shit like that. I used to hate that shit, but now like I'm kind of more fun to it because I'm in a different space than I was creatively and musically, and I feel like I'm kind of like a different artist than I was. Not necessarily different, but I've evolved. So
I was going to say that's part of the reason why I reached out to you, because I was introduced to Matti Baybee from, Shopping Spree when you were so much more younger, and I've been following you since then. You can kind of see the growth and the change in your content and things like that. And I feel like, do you ever feel like people kind of still look at you as that version of Matti Baybee versus of who you're trying to grow to be?
Hell yeah. That's like where I am right now in my career. I feel like I'm at a place where, because for one, I be noticing this about myself. Like, I hold a lot of music. I got like way more music unreleased than I do out. So it's kind of like, and then most of the music I got out is back in the days, and you know what I'm saying? It's kind of old. Like, I just really started like consistently like putting out music, and I be taking weird breaks and shit. But I just started doing that back consistently, and I feel like now I'm at a point in my career where I'm kind of like at a reintroduction point, like reintroducing myself because I've evolved so much. Like you said, the content, everything about my music is kind of different. It's not different, but it's more mature. It's me. So I feel like I gotta reintroduce myself because back then I don't want to say I was portraying the image, but I was doing what I felt like was age appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really just 100% being myself.
Mm-hmm. You was trying to listen to other people telling you what was going to push you the farthest, or this is what's going to make you make it.
Right. This is what. Yeah.
As far as like you saying that now since it's been quarantine, you're at home more and there's more people around you. How do you feel like that's affected you creatively? Has like more people around you inspired you more, or you feel it's kind of like a roadblock, like you more kind of involved in your surroundings versus in your music?
It's all what I make it. I look at everything like that. Like, you know, like if I'm sitting around just not doing nothing, and you know what I'm saying. But if I'm pushing myself to get up and record and just make, you know what I'm saying, get creative, then that's what I'm gonna do. So it's just be what I feel like doing today. But when the quarantine first started, I was kind of like being lazy and, you know what I'm saying, just like not doing nothing. Cause I was too worried about the world and what was going on, like how long this shit been going on. But when I started seeing like, okay, I don't want to say it ain't that serious, but life still gonna go on, and you know what I'm saying. I started getting back in. Yeah, I started worrying back.
First, I'm just like, well, I can get a virus. Someone cough on me, someone breathe on me, someone and you kind of at home, so you adjusting to that, kind of catching up on stuff you didn't wasn't able to do because you always running. And then kind of once I got into week 6, I'm like, damn, I'm really here. Let me, make something of my time. I'm in the house. I don't got nothing else to be doing anyway.
Yeah, you know what the time is just pass you by.
When you talking about like, your growth and how your music is changing, what would you consider inspiration for your music? Because you have a certain vibe, even like if the beat is different, the content is different, there's still a certain vibe to your music, that I feel like is different. Where do you feel like you get that from, or that the sound, like what inspires you to create that or be that way musically?
My sound is like it's me. It's what I feel like, because I started making music like for myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense or if that, but like a lot of people, every rapper or everybody who make music don't really got a passion, a love for it. They don't really, you know what I'm saying? Some people do rap because rap just fell upon them. Some people do it because for the money. Some people, you know what I'm saying? I do it because I love music and I love to make music. I love how my music sounds. So.
And that's gonna make you the most successful though, like loving your own music and loving your own sound versus trying to ride the wave or trying to make a hit.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna come naturally, especially if you putting yourself in the song.
That's one of like the biggest battles I can say I have with creating music and just being an artist, like trying to balance on what I think people want to hear. Mm-hmm. and what I want to do and what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say, if you had to introduce someone to Matti Baybee, or if someone's saying, "Oh, you did a podcast, Matti Baybee," who is that? How would you like to introduce yourself musically? Like, what song or what project would you say? If you want to know who I am as an artist, or if you want to hear, my most quality shit or something I feel represents me, what song or what piece of work are you gonna pick to represent you right now?
I would tell them my latest work, my latest, because that's the closest to what I'm doing now. Like whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because like whatever I do it, and then I try to move on to something next. I try to create something new. I try to find something. I never try to just do the same thing over and over. Just, you know what I'm saying? Ride away, find something that works, and then just ride it to the play out. No, I'm gonna find something that works, do it, and then find something else that works, do something else. Like that's how I look at stuff. So, and since I think like that, I go through so many different phases. So I got so many different ways I can go. So, and I tell people that all the time. Like, people always ask me, like, what's my favorite song by me? What's my favorite? Like, it's like, I don't know. When you got a love for this, you can't really pick a favorite. It's like picking, like, a favorite child or something. Like, you can't really do that. It's like, this is my child who do this, and I love them for that. She do that, they do that. You know what I'm saying? It's like every mixtape, every different project, every different song, it hold a different value. It tell a different story. It was a different part of my life.
It seems right now, like listening to your music, it seems like a reoccurring theme or like topic you kind of mentioned is maybe backstabbing is a strong word, or like someone in your circle or someone close to you, mistreating you or going behind your back or treating you a different way or not meeting expectation that you hold for people close to you. Can you talk about like where is that kind of substance in your music coming from?
That's that comes from just real life experiences, and cause I be feeling like some stuff in like my real life, I had like some personal issues going on, and it's like you can't really talk to people about stuff. I don't know. I feel like I don't really like talking to people about stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you do need to talk about stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do need to get stuff out of your system. Like, for real, I feel like everybody should have some kind of form of therapy, not necessarily real therapy like you talking to somebody on the couch, but some kind of form of therapy to express yourself. And you know what I'm saying? Because you got emotions and feelings, and you got to get that out. You got to express it, or that shit, it ain't good. So I just try to channel like all my emotions from real life, because in real life I try not to trip on stuff. I try to just keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when I sit down in the studio, it's like I feel like I finally got time to really reflect on, you know what I'm saying, what I was going through or what I was feeling like, or when this happened or whatever. So when I sit down and I record, I just try to just think about my life and stuff like that. And it's just be coming from stuff I be going through. People like, and it don't be like the worst shit in the world, like somebody slept with my girlfriend, my best friend slept with them. It don't be no shit like that. It's just little shit, but it just, it still affects you in certain ways, you know what I'm saying, that I'm thinking about it to want to talk about it on a song. So, you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of like, emotion and stuff, are you still living in Chicago right now, or did you move out of the city?
I moved out of Chicago in like 2016, but I came back like 2018, like a year or two ago. I came back like 2018.
Did you enjoy moving? Was it like a better environment for you? Or since you moved back, you obviously enjoy it better where you are, but kind of like, how was your experience? Do you feel like you were growing more or able to network more outside of where you're from? Or do you feel like it's kind of like hometown love and you're able to work better where you're from?
I feel like that. I move off emotion and feeling. Not, I don't move off emotion, but like, that's what drives me. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta have like some around me that, you know what I'm saying, that give me a feeling. Like, I gotta be home. I gotta feel, you know what I'm saying, love. I gotta feel inspired by people I know, the people I be around, the people I grew up around, all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just felt like I couldn't do that in Atlanta. I was making good music out there, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't happy out there because I wasn't around all my loved ones and my family. I felt alone. I was, you know what I'm saying? And I was young, you know what I'm saying? I was younger than I was. I hadn't went through the shit I've been through now. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I was a different person. So Atlanta cool, but it's just like, for me and how I grew up, that's not for me right now at the moment. I couldn't. And now I don't know, I just like Chicago. It's just ain't no place like it.
I'm gonna say I'm from Minnesota, but I like Chicago a lot too. I feel like it's nowhere else like it. Like, from the vibe outside, from the vibe in the club, the food, the music,
and it's so
different. It's organic too. You're not gonna find it somewhere else. It's because they're copying it. It's not because it's them, And that's
it's like, this is one of the realest places I ever been, and I ain't just saying that because I've been from. Like, when I went to Atlanta, it's just so, I don't know. It's just don't. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not from there. Maybe it's just this where I'm from. But this is home, and it just feel the best to me. And it don't always, you know what I'm saying? Because this Chicago, so nigga gotta move how you gotta move. But it just, at the end of the day, it just feel like this is where I'm supposed to be right now, to do what I'm trying to do.
when you think about, you know, being from Chicago and the other people that's from your city that has made it or have made it, you know, a bit farther than you have, do you ever like look and think like, you know, to collaborate with them, or feel like there's work that you could be doing with them or work that they could be doing with you to, you know, help your career, not help your career out, because, you know, like you an artist and you have your talent of your own, but, you know, be able to like push you farther? Because I feel like in the past you have done songs with certain people and, you know, kind of in a sense help them because you have more of a buzz around a certain song at a certain time than somebody and hop on your song. So now it's not reciprocated. Do you feel any kind of towards that, or do you ever think of that?
I used to think of that. But when I was in Atlanta, I used to think about stuff like that all the time. And it used to, like, I don't want to say drive me crazy, but it made me real bitter. So I had to like let that shit go. Because for one, nobody owed me nothing. It don't matter what I did for nobody. It don't, you know what I'm saying? And for two, and I never really like, I never really wanted to be that person like that just feel like everybody owe him something, or, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I never wanted to be a complainer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm the type of, I just take my lick and I just keep it going. But I don't feel no type of way about nothing or nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I'm moving at my own pace and I'm gonna get where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe in my talent and myself. And like I said, I don't even like all the songs I used to do with people from Chicago be like set up, like meaning like I really didn't want to do them.
Or like it was a manager or someone saying,
yeah, like some shit like that.
Person. It wasn't nothing.
And honestly, like nowadays and now, I don't even like doing music with Chicago people, and because there's too much behind the scenes politics, Chicago shit going on. That's, you know what I'm saying, might have people bumping heads and too much shit that I really just don't even want to. I don't even have time to be picking and choosing on what's what. So I just be like, fuck it all.
And are you working on any new music right now? Or, because I was just listening to, and I'm not, I can read it, but I can't say it is a Mulavicious. How do you say it?
It's really like the part 2 to Mulavicious is really just, so it's really just Mulavicious 2. But I'm kind of calling it Mulah 2 Vicious. I'm just putting 2 in the middle. This is Mulavicious though. It's just the second.
Do you feel like the vibe is going to be the same as the first segment of it, or is it kind of something a little bit different?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I got a sound, and the producer, he got a sound. So, and we created the sound together. So it's definitely gonna have the same vibe, but it's gonna be like evolved like to the next level. It's gonna be like, you know, I'm happy with the tape though, like the track list and where it was at, like, and I had switched some songs out. Like I had songs on there from like 2 years ago when I was in Atlanta. And I took them off though, because like I see, it was a lot of like when I was in Atlanta, I was making a lot of sad music and just down music, you know, because I wasn't really happy out there.
And so your whole vibe changed. So the music changed when
yeah. And I don't really like when I make sad music all the time. Not all the time.
Do you consider yourself a rapper, or because I feel you have like a very melodic tone? It's not singing exactly, but it's not rapidy rap, I guess, either, you know, it has a nice tone to it. Would you say that you're a rapper, or would you like the type? Because I know a lot of people would rather say I'm an artist because they're more creative in their craft than just simply rapping over a beat, you know?
I mean, you call me, it really don't matter what you call me. You call me a rapper, artist, a musician, a creator. I think of myself as a creator before anything, because that's just, you know, I just create. It ain't really about rapping or whatever. That's why I get in the studio with other people, and they not used to that. They not used to really singing or doing melodies, and, you know, I had to open them up to it. Like, it's okay to sing a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna work. Trust me. Just do it. Just try it.
When you in the studio, what does it look like? Like, do you have a whole bunch of people with you and it's kind of like a party while you're recording so you can catch a vibe, or is it just you and the producer and you know, you in your zone, or does it just really depend on the day and time of how it play out?
Yeah, it just depends on like what's going on, because I record in so many ways. Like sometimes I just record just for recreation, just because there's nothing else to do, just to do something with my time. Like fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying. And then it's just sometimes where I'm finna go record with some on my mind. But sometimes I'm finna record with a purpose, like I'm finna record some songs for a project. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's always some kind of reason, even if it's no reason. So, but if I'm like, most of the time I be like by myself. I don't really like a lot of people around in the studio unless I'm trying to make a song that's like giving me like a club party vibe. You know what I'm saying? I need that kind of energy around me.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing like when I'm going to make a street gangster song. I'm called 5 of my homies. I'm going to be around a lot of guns and I just need that vibe.
Do you have like any goals musically? Like, I know you say you don't really like doing music for other people, but are there certain people you thinking like, dang, I'd love to work with this person, or that's on my to-do list, or is there certain accolades that you're hoping to reach, or like, where do you want to take this? Are you solely in it for the music and the love of the craft?
Oh yeah, I got people. It's not nobody like from Chicago. It ain't like no up and coming people. It's like people that's already.
Oh no, yeah, that's what I was asking for. Like, where you trying to go? Not where you at right now. You know, like the next level. You know, it's always more.
Just the people I listen to, and it's not like I wouldn't say it's really like a goal, but it's like I would like to work with them just to, just for the creative, because I feel like people nowadays when it comes down to features and collab, people get lost in that shit. Like somebody want this person on their song because they know it's gonna do good, or because they, you know what I'm saying? I'm all just about the creative. I want to make something with somebody just to make a great song. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, it ain't about nothing else but making a good song, make good music. So if I don't feel like we can do that, or like if I don't listen to your music or feel like you make good music, it's not really. So the people I want to work with is like Future, Bud, Young Boy, and Rallo Rodriguez. Them like the only people I listen to like all the time.
Do you listen to a lot of your own music besides, like, do you listen to more of your own music than other artists? Or are you one of those people who is okay? Because I know some artists, like, I only can listen to myself because I don't want to get influenced by other people.
I can't just listen to myself because I got to get inspired. I got to hear other, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, this shit like a sport. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I can listen to this nigga and hear him do something that I didn't know about, or something he created, and I can take that and make my own version of it and create something. It's just all like, you know what I'm saying? You can get an idea or anything from anyone. You know what I'm saying? It's like a nigga, it's like basketball. Like, I got this move, but he know how to turn around and shoot the jumper. You know what I'm saying? So I can watch him practice every day and practice that jumping. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like shit like that. It's just shit like a sport.
It's really surprising because you meet other people who has experienced a certain level of stardom or a certain level of clout, who are like, very outside themselves, very confident. It seems like you're very humble, very like to the ground with yourself. What keeps you like that, being able to have a normal conversation with someone without feeling like you bigger than or too good, or like what keeps you feeling humble? Is it the people around you or how you live your day to day?
For one, because I really don't give a fuck about like how people. I really don't care about the next person's life or the next person's opinion. Or, you know what I'm saying? So that's for one. And then for two, I done been down. I done been up. And I done been back down. And you know what I'm saying? So I know how that shit. You know what I'm saying? I know like when you didn't had it and lost it and had it again and shit like that. Is you learn to win in silence. You know what I'm saying? You learn to stay calm even when shit going good. And you just learn to just stay level-headed no matter what level you on.
Kind of just outside of yourself with just like trending topics and things like that. Do you have any opinion on like the whole 6ix9ine situation, on him? Not really the situation with him telling, but more so on him doing what he did and then being able to come home, how he came home and having this many views and this long and nobody caring. Do you feel like that make you look differently about music? Like, don't nobody got no values, or is it just like it is what it is,
It don't make me look different because I already knew that about the world, and I knew he was gonna come back and have because nobody, the people that care about that shit don't listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, I care about that shit and morals and codes and shit. I don't listen to him. I never have. When he came out, I wasn't listening to him. I was watching him on Instagram, play jokes on Chicago and do goofy shit. I never really, you know what I'm saying? So niggas, his fans is teenagers and little white kids and shit like that. So people who don't know nothing about the streets and nothing like that. So it was always gonna be what it was. And you know, I really don't care about that type of shit. So I really don't got too much to say on it. I don't really. That's just internet shit. I laugh at it.
Besides music?
What'd you say?
What do you do in your free time besides music, or you know, like what do you do for fun, or how? And are you able to have fun? Because you know, I feel like people know who you are and what you do. So do people stop you when you out, or because you at home? It's kind of like people see you, people know you, but they kind of know you enough to be like, let's just let him live his life.
The crazy thing is, I really don't be doing that much. Like, all I be trying to do is this rap shit. That's crazy. Like, my mama just told me something like that, like, not too long ago. She told me something like I'm too caught up on trying to make it. I need to start living life and having fun and doing shit. But I don't really even be doing nothing, but, like, this is fun to me. Like, this is really what I like to do. And I don't like going outside because I don't like the public. I don't like people. I don't like being around strangers. I don't like a lot of stuff, so I just try to stay within.
But do you ever feel like, you know, going out more or just doing different things would like influence your music differently? Or are you just like, you feel like you experience things in your own time and then that's going to play into your music?
I do try to, like, if I feel like I ain't been living enough, I do try to, like, do, like, I don't know, just try to stay out the studio and just live life a little bit.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 22.
Oh, okay. I'm 23. I was just asking because I'm like, I think we're the same age, but I'm not sure.
You 23?
Mm-hmm.
You older than me? You look young.
I look young?
Yeah, you look like a high schooler.
Oh, that's good. At least I don't get it.
You don't act like one though. It makes sense.
Let me think. I think I'm good on questions. I wish I would have prepared some more. I thought it was gonna go usually it times out on me after like 30 minutes or so. So I prepared like 30 minutes of questions. Do you have like any upcoming ventures or just anything you want to promote for yourself?
I got this project for the drop. The Mulavicious, that's coming any day now. I'm just waiting on the shit to get processed and shit sent through. It's out of my hands basically. I've done my part. All the music is there. I'm waiting on cover art and stuff like that. But I got that's about to drop, and I got like 3 more projects I'm gonna drop this year before the year is done. And I'm just working, man. Just trying to stay consistent.
The last thing I did want to ask though is you have said that you don't really like working with other artists and you haven't that much. And I see like just throughout your music that there's like just a few people that you work with like on a regular basis, like Fresh Lows. I did like the feature you had with Cowboy. So like when you do decide to be on a feature or have a feature on your song, how does that process work? Or how do you decide like I'm gonna go ahead and do this? Or how do you decide who you want to have on a song?
It just gotta come. It just gotta come organic and naturally. Like I just gotta meet you, feel you out. You know what I'm saying? If we cool, if we vibe, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I like your music or something, and then we want to work. Because I've been being more open to working with people now. Because I didn't used to want to work with nobody. I didn't used to want. I didn't give a fuck. Like I used to like try to stop niggas from doing features with me. I used to be mean and shit. But I just started like trying to network and just I don't know. Trying to fuck with people, but it come to like we just gotta bad like Los. That's my people. So you know what I'm saying. I do that off the strength, just try to make sure he on like every project almost. He is on almost on every project. But like Cowboy, that came about because Cowboy had hit me up. He had hit me up. No. I hit him up. I have just found out about him like an Instagram post. Somebody had posted like this song, and I liked it. I'm like, who is that? Then they tagged and stuff, and then we had started DMing. We supposed to do a whole mixtape shit, but you know how niggas get like blow up.
Mm-hmm.
We had he sent me a whole lot of shit. That was just the only thing we had did at the time, because at the time when we did, I was in Atlanta. I was finna come back. So it was like we were sending music to each other, and it wasn't like no in-person type shit. So it just, and then right when I came back, the Envy Me song blew up. You know what I'm saying? So,
Do you prefer
but
them?
I just go off like the vibe when I meet you, or like if I like your music, or just from what I see from you or whatever. I don't really look to like, I want to go get this big name on this song for this project, or I don't really think like that, work like that.
And I was gonna say, do you prefer just sending a track out and getting their verse back, or do you like being in the studio and being able to hear them lay their verse and kind of listen and feel the vibe that they going for, or or do it just make a difference to you?
If it's a song, like I'm just sending you a verse, if it's just an open verse song, then cool. But I always like being in the studio with somebody, vibing, coming up with shit together, like, you feel me, like really collaborating. But I always like that better. But I send you a verse like if I trust you, like if I know you know what the fuck you doing with this music shit, and you're not gonna fuck my song up, I'll send it to you. But if you like up and coming to something and you ain't really know what you're doing, I might have to sit there and coach you through the shit and make sure you don't.
When it comes to up and coming artists, do you ever like have your eye on it? Are you like looking to see like who's in your like bracket, age group, or whatever? Not specifically who you're from with internet, because you can see the whole world, but do you pay attention to that? Or are you kind of just more focused on what you got going on right now and pushing your own music?
Nah, I be focused on me, but I do like pay attention because I listen to music, and you know what I'm saying. And honestly, I listen to more up and coming shit and than people that's known. You know what I'm saying. I like it just always seemed like to me like an artist music be better like right before they blow up for some reason. I don't know why.
I feel like once that pressure get applied, when numbers matter, albums
Yeah,
matter.
and when you get money, you stop trying as hard, or you stop going as hard, or you stop, you know what I'm saying?
You don't feel the
It's
same
like you can do anything.
blow up. If you blow up off heartbreak and you got money and you don't feel the same, the music not the same, the stuff's not
Right, exactly. You happy now, so what the fuck?
I don't want to hear that shit. But thank you so much for coming on my podcast. I really, really appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I ain't did no interview or nothing like this in a while, so this just kind of.
I really, really appreciate it.